It is kind of fun to have fun, or kind of hard to have fun out here with Caroline leaving tomorrow, but, you know. Thanks for the other day. It was cozy the place. I stayed a real long time. So, thank you gift. Hope you like it. Let's hang out again. Your snack buddy, Simon. From Gulliver, we get a cool trinket. Thanks, man. Guess what, superstar? Sometimes I feel lonely or scared of vampires. I sleep with a stuffed toy. If you ever freak out about floor vampires, grab a fluffy buddy and sleep tight. Your fluffinista, Pinky. I mean, I don't mind vampires, so, I mean, they can wander on in. Okay, so this was from Simon, floating biotrope planter. We get a pagoda from Gulliver, and a mama panda from Pinky. May as well put all this stuff away. My nose is a bit itchy. I've reached the point with like my facial hair regrowing where it's really freaking uncomfortable. I kind of hate it. It's the thing, and this is a point of I want all you out there who have boyfriends, husbands, who you're like, man, I kind of want to see what they look like without their mustache or beard or all their facial hair. Keep in mind, when it gets to about this length, this little bit of stub, it's usually pretty jagged, and it's uncomfortable for both of you at that point. So, maybe just use your imagination. Hey, Caroline. Hoping we could talk before I left the island, Rambler. Your advice meant a lot to me. I was trying to decide whether I should move. I'm a little sad to be leaving, but I'll be hoping for the best for you. Aw. It's sad. I'm gonna miss having Caroline there. Guess it just means that we get to really go hunting for another villager again and see if I can get another cutie to live there. I swear, if we find Caroline again, I might just bring her back. Like, yes, she's moved away and now she returns. What's up? Here to chat for a belly full of what I'm making. What are you making? Monster has cravings, started making herself some mushroom curry. Actually sounds pretty nice. I wouldn't need a recipe for that either. Just some mushrooms, some curry. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds pretty tasty. I will say, I have now finally played a bit of Outlast Trials, and yeah, it is really fun. It's not particularly spooky, but it is fun. Okay, it would be spooky for a lot of people. I'm just broken. So, you know, spooky things don't spook me. They should, don't get me wrong, they should. I just have the survival instincts of a cabbage, so things don't spook me very much. Like, and like, it definitely has some unsettling moments. I do have to say though, like, the general plot of that game is basically a big organization is effectively recruiting / kidnapping homeless people to use as test subjects. And yeah, that scans. I could very, very easily see a big corporation just doing that. They did run into you, Professor Pie. How's things? One chat. But it's great today. I'll lay down the grass, talk to some bugs. Then do that, my man. Do that. Do that thing. Like, it's one of those things of, I know they went with that sort of idea because there's probably someone on the development team was like, that's too outrageous. No one would ever do this or fall for it. It's like, nah, people would. I wouldn't be surprised if it's actively happening somewhere. Let's be honest. Maybe not grotesque, horrible crimes against humanity, but there's almost certainly somewhere some big company who basically recruits / kidnaps homeless people to use as test subjects for stuff. Like, it's not that unrealistic, which is mildly scary, but even then, only mildly. It's like, let's be real, big corporations are doing worse right in our faces, so, you know. Good old Nestle out here thinking that water is not a basic human right, or access to water. You know. I am mildly ashamed that that's a Canadian company. But, yeah. It's quite fun. Again, that game is never coming to my YouTube channel. But, you know, I might at some point do some horror adjacent stuff. Like, I think I mentioned before, like, I might do some Killing Floor. I've actually been kind of thinking of maybe streaming some Killing Floor at some point. Because I think it would be kind of fun. And it's not terribly messed up of a game. I mean, it's messed up. It's just not that messed up. You know. I mean, it's a horror game. They're all a little messed up. Even Chicken Feet's a little messed up. But, yeah, I can't think of much to ramble about. I'm drawing a blank. I haven't done a huge amount other than play Killing Floor 2, The Outlast Trials, and I recorded a bit of Star Ocean. I actually got 2 episodes done. So realistically, it should have been... I should have recorded more. It's like 2 and 3/4 of an episode. Well, 1 3/4 of an episode. But I'm okay with that. Because, like, we are probably 1 episode away from beating the main game. And then probably 2 to 3 episodes for the post game. And then I'll be done with Star Ocean, First Departure. So I also ended up spitting. I don't know why my mouth goes all watery and blah. I don't like it. Oh man. Policeman. No. Nah. Nah. Those kind of match, but there's... Oh, there we go. I was supposed to say that there isn't a color that matches. It's this one. There we go. Nah. I mean, they are both careers, so that would be why. Yeah, I mean, I could go with the waistcoat. Let's go this one. I think I already own this one, but... So let's go this one. Yeah. Alright. All the days of the week, Tuesdays tend to drag the most, so I need to do my best to stay sharp. Every time I made a mistake, they probably did it on a Tuesday. At least that's what Mom always used to say. I hug all 3 of you. I really cannot think of other things to ramble about. Jeez. I suppose there's one thing I can kind of ramble about that's mildly annoying, but also kind of expected it at some point. And that being, basically, new game support for my graphics card has effectively ended. Welcome, Butterbean. Make yourself comfy, Snorty. Let's talk. Since we met, felt like I knew your face from somewhere. Snorty, I remember now. You were on the cover of Hobby Life once for a full feature article about your process of scrapbooking. I'm right, aren't I? Not. No. Pretend I never asked. But, yeah, AMD has announced that basically they've moved with their latest driver. They've moved the 5000 and 6000 series graphics cards into effectively maintenance mode. Meaning they'll get security updates, but probably not performance upgrades. Nice to see you, Steven. Looking as perf as always. Let's chat. Sometimes when I can't wake up in the morning, I run in circles and scream really loud for a few minutes. That is fair. That would probably do it. And like, that's a bummer, but I'm gonna be real. And I am definitely in the minority here. I don't play enough new release games to care. You know? Like, if I played more new release games, I might care, but I don't. I'm trying to think the last new release game I played on release. I think that was like EDF World Brothers 2, which I think even without specific optimizations would have worked just fine. You know, the Squawker, thought you'd come by, wantcha? I feel like I'm always staying up way too late. Whenever I say, okay, tonight I gotta go to bed early, my friend calls every single time. So it's like, now what? If they need help, that's important. Or if they just want to chat, that's important too. Oh well, that's what coffee's for, right, Nick Shade? Yeah. I am literally the same way. If a friend could like call me and wake me up in the middle of the night, I would not care. If they need me or just need someone to talk to, that's more important to me than my sleep. You know, I've kind of always been like that. I can get caught up on sleep. I want my friends to know that they can always contact me and that I don't mind, I don't care, just, you know, they're more important to me than my sleep is to me. And I like sleep, so, you know. They ought to know they're super important. Okay, there we go. Grab this stick. It has been really fun being back playing Killing Floor 2. I basically used that today as like something to do while I was waking up, rather than like trying to find something on YouTube that I actually wanted to watch. It's like, man, okay, is this just me? Or has YouTube Recommendeds been getting just progressively even more shit? They've been shit for like years now, but they've been getting progressively worse lately. Like, a couple of years ago, even just a year ago, it wasn't an impossible task to find something in my YouTube Recommendeds that I actually wanted to watch. That I hadn't watched like 10 times already. Superstar Sparkles! Let's chat. Hi, Superstar. You here to hang out with me? I mean, I could. Oh, there's Sky. But, like, I just cannot find things I actually want to watch on YouTube. It's so annoying. Morning. I was hoping it'll be a good day, Airmail. Let's talk. It's already fun, Airmail. And, like, creators I'm subscribed to are uploading things. And they're uploading things that when I see them, I watch them. Because, you know, they're things I want to watch. I subscribed to these creators for that express purpose. But, no, YouTube can't show me those. Like, literally, there is an artist I follow, NCS. I think it's NCS. I think NCS. NSC? I don't remember. Snake Lady, Kishi, they might be NSC. No, it ain't that. Yeah, it's NCS. Okay, I was right. My brain was just like, no, that's Nintendo Caprisa. But no, this is person. NCS, they make animations and stuff. They're pretty cool, pretty funny. I initially found them via like little comics they did. I think it's little comics. I know I found their animations a while ago as well. And I was like, man, these are funny, cool. I want to watch these. So I'm subscribed to them. Literally, YouTube is just like, no, I didn't upload anything. You're crazy. And then you go and look at their channel, and it's like, oh, there's been 3 things uploaded since I last saw. And then I'll sit and watch them. Or I'll see a community post from them, basically being like, hey, so people aren't watching my stuff. I don't know what's going on. And it's like simple. YouTube clearly hates you, it seems like. And like, I don't get it. I don't understand why it is so difficult for YouTube to make your recommended page, your main home page, a mix of videos they think you'll like and creators you're subscribed to. Like, I don't understand why that's so difficult. It shouldn't be difficult, but apparently it is. And it's so frustrating. Because, like, a lot of the creators that I follow all have the thought, like, man, I haven't seen anything from so-and-so in years. Have they stopped uploading or something? And then they'll click, and they're still uploading frequently. And it's like, YouTube, the crap. And I know, you could just use the subscription tab. Or YouTube could just leave recommendeds alone and have them work the way they worked for decades before they decided to start messing with them. It was more a decade and a bit before they started messing with the main recommendeds tab. Like, I miss old YouTube recommendeds. I miss being able to just stumble down rabbit holes and end up on completely weird parts of YouTube. Like, I remember at one point, starting at, like, my generation's brain rot of Ran Ru, and ending up on, like, I couldn't understand a word they were saying, but, like, a university lesson from, like, some other language about something I don't even remember, but it was, like, it was a wild rabbit hole I ended up just stumbling through and then down, and it's like, that was great. It also gave you a pretty good idea of who was actually big on the platform. Because, well, that was one of the criteria for YouTube to recommend your stuff, was your channel size. So a big foreign channel, you know, foreign to you anyway, you know, like a big non-English speaking channel, I should say. You know, you get recommended their stuff from time to time because they're a big channel. So YouTube's like, maybe you want? And that was great. That worked. That was awesome. Current prices, 121. Okay, this week is starting really good. It's not gonna stay really good, is it? We're gonna have a sumo construction fight. But, like, they've just ruined it. They've just ruined it. And I hate that. Because, like, YouTube, for a while, it's not this way anymore, but for a while, YouTube was in a prime position to basically become television. It's not anymore. Because the recommendeds tab is so broken. Yes. Construction sumo. And, like, I'm sure YouTube execs would argue with me on that. But I'm sorry. You're wrong. Like, YouTube could have been something great. And then random meddling ruined that. There they are. Wait. I need 2 rusted parts. I thought I only needed 1. Could you leave? Well, I was about to leave. I want your stuff. I guess I'll be putting things away, because I need 2 more rusted parts. I thought I only needed 1. I shouldn't have helped Gulliver. I could have had it yesterday. Just by being a jerk. Or, well, no. It would have been having it today. But, like, I don't understand why YouTube has this aversion to succeeding, being a good platform. And, like, even, like, their player changes, their changes don't make sense. Especially because they're not fixing long-standing issues that the website has had. Like, there is a reason why, even if I felt like I could do 2 years on the same island, I wouldn't. Or, 2 years on the same village, or whatever. 2 years on the same Animal Crossing game. And that is because when a playlist goes over 400 videos, autoplay breaks. The playlist ceases being a playlist. Unless you tick repeat. So if you're ever watching a playlist that's over 400 videos, and you're like, man, I really want to watch, I really want this to keep autoplaying, turn on the repeat of the playlist. And then it'll work. But you shouldn't have to do that. It should just work. The thing there is YouTube for the longest time could not have playlists over 400 videos. And then they expanded it, but they broke autoplay when it's over 400. And you have to be on past video 400. But it's so frustrating. Because that's an issue that has been on the platform for years now. Yet rather than fixing that, they're like, ooh, hey, let's change how our platform looks. It's like, no. I'll catch a mantis, no matter how hard I try. Can't find one. I've been looking for a super long time. Catch you one. Hey, you're my favorite bug hunter. I mean, Flick's probably actually your favorite. I'll take second. Let's go mantis hunting then. I know I've already seen a few, but we got enough flowers that realistically finding a mantis should not be that difficult. Wish my nose wasn't so itchy. Let's see. I have a notification on Discord. Getting distracted. Oh, okay. That's not a mantis. It just looks like a mantis, but it's jumping. And mantises can jump, but not ones in this game. And catch this, because I can. This isn't a mantis either, but I'm gonna catch it, because I can. But like... yeah, like... I'm saying like a lot. Like, comment, and subscribe! No, don't really. Only if you want to. It will probably always be frustrating to me. Because YouTube used to be such a cool place to watch videos. But as time goes on, it's just getting worse. And this is something that YouTube could fix. They could stop doing things that don't matter to anybody and instead focus on fixing problems or, actually improving their website. How about animated emotes for streaming? How about allowing emotes from different memberships to be used anywhere on the platform instead of just on that person's channel? How about, going through with the community changes they made mention that they wanted to do a while back? Still waiting on that one. And if they have already done it, publicize that they've done it, because I haven't heard anything about it. Improve polls so that you could have more than 4 options. I thought you could have 5. Nah, it's 4. Which is why the poll in the community tab on what game I'm playing next year is only 4 options. Of which, last I checked, New Leaf and City Folk are now neck and neck. If it comes down to it, I will do a tiebreaker. So don't worry. If it comes down to the end, and, City Folk and New Leaf are still neck and neck, equal votes, I will just go with the game I feel like playing more. Hi, good to see you again, Boop. Got a bug. Got your mantis. Mantis was hard to find. Gosh, thank you. Who's great? You're great. Nah, you're great. I don't need a reward, but thank you anyway. Some heart shades. You like it? For my test markets, I might get some of my face printed on them to sell to fans. I mean, heart shades are pretty nice, but not really my style. But, it's even funnier when, back in the day with YouTube, and those of you who haven't been on this platform forever like I have probably wouldn't know this. But back in the day, if there was a video on your recommended page, and you didn't click on it, you scrolled on past it, when you refreshed your page, it probably wasn't gonna be there again. Because you didn't click on it. So obviously you aren't interested in it. It sometimes might still be there if it was one the algorithm was really trying to push and was pushing to basically everybody. But even then, refreshing a couple times and it would be gone. And you would probably never see it again. There are so many creators that I had their stuff recommended to me way back in the day, and I just never watched because I wasn't interested, and then YouTube stopped recommending them. As it should. I can guarantee you, if I were to refresh my homepage right now, I'm going to see so many creators and videos that have been there for weeks that I just have not clicked on because I don't care. I don't want to watch that stuff. But I also don't want to tell YouTube I don't want to watch it because that hurts their position in the algorithm. Yes, really. It's not a major hit, but it is a hit to their position in the algorithm. And I hate that so much. Because it basically means, unless a channel is doing something I find repulsive, I can't tell YouTube, I'd rather not watch this. Because then, if other people do the same thing, YouTube stops recommending them. Because, well, enough people said, hey, I don't want to watch this. That YouTube's like, oh, it's bad then. And you basically need to be a large creator to counteract that. Which is why even some big creators can see sudden drop-offs when they're being actively targeted for basically, you know, I don't want to watch this mobs. Like, it sucks. But that's just kind of how YouTube is. Which is kind of funny that I'm explaining all of this, and yet this is also the place where, like, I currently have the highest chance of it becoming a career. It's like, ah, yeah, the place kind of sucks. It's hard to use. Like, Google doesn't care about it, really. But also, it's my current best hope for a job. Which is really frustrating. But, you know, it is how it is. Man, I've been yapping a while. I want to see what the afternoon tournament price is. I know I completely forgot to check prices yesterday. And that's my B. It's Tuesday, right? Yeah. I was like, yeah, it's Tuesday. And then I was like, wait, but is it Tuesday? And then my brain was like, Sable literally told us it was Tuesday. Are we doubting Sable? And then part of my brain was like, yes. And now I feel bad, because I doubted Sable. I also don't really know what I'm going to do today. Because, like, I'm good on Star Ocean for a couple days. So I'm good there. I can record more of that, like, tomorrow, if I feel like it. Or the day after. Or, you know. Yeah, that's about it. Well, no, I have until Friday, so really, I have multiple days to get there. I'll probably record more on Wednesday. But, like, might play more Outlast Trials. Because it's pretty cool. Okay. Yeesh. I should also get back to my my new Stardew Valley save. It's just nice sometimes, but I gotta say, one of my complaints with Stardew Valley, and this is very much a I'm impatient kind of complaint, I really wish you could give more than 2 gifts a week. Like, I would have completely run out of daffodils if that was the case. I'd be completely out, except for, like, the one I'm hanging on to give to Haley on her birthday. But, like, I'm sure I could find other things to give her. And then, like, come summer, like, I am just going to be buying a crap load of ice cream. And that will just be the gift I give for the longest time. Like, because everybody except, like, one character has that as, like, their second highest liked thing. So it's just a good thing to have to sell to people. So I'm gonna sell the heart shades. Okay. Now we got like 2 minutes to wait. So I'm probably just gonna stand and yap. Like, that's usually how I go about things as well. Like, especially going for a love interest that does have a pretty easy to obtain, like, likes gift, like Haley and Daffodils. You can basically be married by the end of year 1. Like, because you'll probably have your hearts that high. So why not just let us gift more than 2 times a week? Nah. Hey, you could talk daily, but like, talking has very little impact. Like, I feel like what they should do, and if concerned ape ever hears this, I feel like what should happen is you can give 1 gift a day, but if you give the same gift every day, the amount of love gained from it drops even into the next week. So like if something starts at plus 40, it then goes down to like plus 38, plus 30, 32, then plus 28, down to like plus 5. Like they're always like, okay, yeah, I like this, but they eventually reach a point where they're just like, okay, this is like the 80th daffodil you've given me. I would like something else. I feel like that would be the better solution than just 2 gifts a week. 147. Okay. I'm kind of tempted to sell because that's a pretty good price. But tomorrow could be even better. I'm going to risk it. I am going to risk it for that chocolate biscuit. Even though I don't have any chocolate biscuits. I have a Snickers cube. I cannot sit on the stump. Jeez. Literally. Snickers cube. It's so small that literally, if you just look at it straight on from the front, it's a knicker. Like, I don't want to get too deep into this, and I don't have one as an example piece. These and Mars bars used to be the same size in Halloween candy bars, which they were all small. Basically, like the Mars bar comes out to about like there, like 2 of these side by side. This is now half the size. The Mars bar is still the same size. This is American made. The Mars bar is Canadian made. How is all that working out for you guys? I mean, this is what everybody tried to say was gonna happen, because it's just what makes sense. And I don't want to come across to anybody who is a supporter of the current U.S. administration. I don't want to seem rude to you. And I'm not saying this out of any amount of hatred. Tariffs are taxes on your own people. Sanctions are taxes on other countries. You've got it a little backwards to what's being said. This is not punishing other countries. It technically is, because it's making goods from other countries much more expensive. But it's mostly just hurting American consumers and products. And I feel really bad for you guys because of that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then.